For years, if somebody was distant, toxic, or angry, I automatically thought it was my fault. I was always asking myself, what did I do wrong? Hello, my beautiful queens and kings. Today, I discuss how to shift your mindset from thinking everything's your fault and releasing that guilt. Conditioning and programming in your childhood is what began this self blame. Those patterns that you're used to that happened in your childhood is what set that conditioning in your childhood, because they were patterns that happened over and over again. And so you thought that there was something wrong with you. How kids internalize that is if they believe that if they just behave better, then maybe people won't be angry with them. And this creates adults who believe that other people's emotions are their responsibility. You can carry guilt that was never yours. Any negative emotion, any negative situation that happens, you automatically take responsibility for it. You become hyper responsible for other people's emotions. You put other people in front of yourself. And yes, while this is a beautiful aspect, it can turn toxic when you no longer put yourself first. It's everybody else, and you are the absolute last, if at all. That's when it's not okay. You can begin to lose connection with boundaries and your own needs. Everybody else starts playing roles in your show. You're no longer the main character. You never were. You just get pushed further and further and further back in your own life, in your own show, because everybody else has taken, what's the word? No, I don't know. I'm not even going to try. Everybody else just takes the main role in your life, in your show. Self-blame keeps you stuck in these toxic cycles because you're constantly wanting everybody else to be okay, which is toxic in itself. Now you have all of this self-blame, so you're just stuck there. I realized that I could be in a calm, perfect, loving situation, in a good mood, and then somebody else would find something wrong about it. And that's when I realized this isn't about me. This is something that's with other people. Other people's choices are a reflection of their wounds, not your worth. And that was a big one for me. I took everybody else's issues on, and just like you do, you feel like everybody else's issues are your problem. And so that takes away from your self-worth. And we're not here to do that anymore. The first step's going to be awareness. When you realize the patterns of, I must have done something wrong, you can begin to identify these and begin taking your power back, reframing and reminding yourself that that is their behavior, that is their choice. When you shift this from the focus off of you back onto them, you're able to recognize that these are their choices. It has nothing to do with you. Learning to comfort yourself instead of criticize yourself. When you begin to do this, you start realizing, actually, I'm just human. I'm taking on everybody else's emotions, and that's why I get triggered and have the reactions I do. But really, these aren't mine emotions to have in the first place. When you have a spiritual mindset shift and you realize these are other people's wounds that they're projecting onto me. They're projecting their wounds that they weren't able to heal from onto you. So you realize that everybody has a healing journey, and because they are on their own journey and they haven't gotten to a certain level that you're at, they're just projecting their wounds onto you. And you begin to slowly realize, like, man, like, I don't have to take this on. I don't have to identify myself with these emotions. I can just be free. I'm me. And you stop taking on that responsibility and realizing I'm safe just the way I am. You're not responsible for fixing broken people. You're responsible for your own peace. So my beautiful soul, you're going to release guilt and choose self-trust. So if this message helped you, consider subscribing and share with someone else that needs to know that they're not responsible for someone else's storm. And know that I'm here for you every day to help guide you on your healing journey. And if you're ready for deeper support, I do have my course Divine Devotion with other helpful links in the description. And until next time, I love you, and the universe loves you.